everyone, I'm back. I live about probably a little over an hour from the closest Tandy Leather. And it just so happens that last week I was within 10 miles of a Tandy Leather in Atlanta, Georgia. So I took a little side trip and went in and spent probably about 2 hours in there, touching and feeling every kind of leather they had in the store. Luckily, the employees were very patient with me, and in the end, my goal was to be able to obviously buy some leather hides, but also in the future when I order online, I wanted to be able to know what I was ordering. So I wanted to know that a certain kind of hide, whatever they named it, I could have some association with what that was so that I knew what I was ordering, if that makes sense. While I was there, I picked up a flyer, and this is a sales flyer. They were having a sale, actually they're still having the sale. It's March 18th to the 29th. I thumbed through this, and I want to show you a couple things in here. So this here, this is a sienna vegetable tan side. I'm going to come in so you can see. And see on the flyer how they have it all like scrunched up? They make it look really soft and just, you know, scrunchable. And they say here that it's a 3 to 4 ounce thickness. So I asked him, show me this hide in the store because I want to see how close it is to this and how it feels. And I can tell you that once I looked at the hide and felt the hide, I would not have bought the hide. It was really a stiffer hide. I guess if you were hand sewing bags, you know, not like what we do with the machines, if you were just doing the hand stitching, it would probably be a great hide to buy, but not exactly what I was looking for. Going through this, I also saw another one. This is what they call the assorted dark brown fine grain utility side. And if you see how they have the same thing? It's like all scrunched up and it makes it look like it's really soft and pliable. And I asked him, please show me this hide. Well, this says here it is a 2.5 to 4 ounce hide, but it was the same thing. It was very stiff, not something I would have purchased for what I am doing. I'm not great at skiving, and as y'all know, I bought a Sharfix skiver not too long ago, and I'm practicing with it. I'm getting better, but I would prefer to buy a hide that I don't have to skive the whole hide or spend a lot of time skiving. I just want to be able to get it and use it. So that's kind of my goal. Going through the catalog, in the end, well, this one here was one he didn't have in stock. It was called a Utah utility hide, and it was 3 to 4 ounces, and you see the picture, it looks all scrunchy. So my point in showing you these is that when I walked up to those hides and felt them, they were not what I would have thought from this picture. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I actually did buy, so that if you want to buy online, maybe it'll help you associate what you're looking for with what the names of some of these things are. Okay, so the first thing I bought was this here. This was, you can see it's not huge. It was $20, and it's lamb. It's a lamb hide. And you can see the drape on it, right? You can see how it's just, I mean, I can scrunch it all up, and it's just a really soft, beautiful hide. It is, I'm going to come in so you can see. Can you see that texture on it? And obviously that's something that they stamped on the hide. But when I saw this, I knew I had to have it. I felt like this would make a gorgeous evening clutch, or maybe like wallets. And you would have to put some, like for flaps, you're going to have to put some Decoville light on this. I'll admit that. It's not that fake. It's not that stiff. But to me, it was just a really soft, beautiful, and you can kind of see how it was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So $20, I bought 2 of them. went through every hide, made sure I got the 2 best ones they had, which they were all good, but that's what I bought for that. Okay, second thing I bought is this. Okay, and you can see, again, it's not a huge hide. It says it's 9 square feet, 9.4 square feet. And when I bought it, honestly, I don't even know what it is. It didn't have a sign up there as to what it was. And you can see there's a texture to it. And you can even see that texture on the back. It almost looks like what I would consider like a crocodile or something to look like, but I know it's not crocodile. There's no way it's crocodile. It's probably just a hide that was stamped with, or turned into, you know, given this texture and stamped with this pattern. But I really liked the colors in it. It's got almost like a floral on it, a floral and a stripe together, and I could just see some beautiful bags made out of this. So bought 2 of these, and they were $20 a piece. And they're not as soft as the lamb hide, but if I take this, you can kind of see I could easily fold that over and top stitch that without any problems, without having to skive or anything. So that was a great buy. They also had this in like what I would consider a royal blue and black, and I almost bought a couple of those, but decided to stick with black and white. Okay, so the next thing that I bought was called I'm going to tell you because I asked him to tell me the names, full grain side. And it is a cowhide, and it is a full side. And I'm going to put the camera down a little bit so you can actually see how big this is. Okay, it is a full, you can see it goes all the way there. It is a total of let's see, 292. Make sure that's right. 292. Or no, it's actually 29.2 square feet. So you see how they mark leather on the back. If you're not familiar with how they mark it, that's how they do it, and it tells you how many square feet you get on a hide. This being a full grain hide, it's got a little bit of texture to it. Let me come in so you can see that. And it's actually a blue, or kind of a navy, not navy, I wouldn't call it navy, I call it maybe royal blue. And you can see the hand on it. As I hold this up, see how it just drapes? So it is a softer hide. It's not like some of the stiffer hides that they had there. It's something that I think would be fabulous for bags. And if you use waterproof canvas as lining, you may not even have to stabilize it. If you do, it would have to be just some light stabilizer, and I think you'd be fine with it. So you see I got a lot of it here. It was on sale for, I think this one was like $90. And it was, I mean, you see how big this thing is. It is huge. I'm gonna get a lot of bags out of this. Now, they had some full hides there, and the full hides were so big. They were unbelievably, I mean, they were huge. And I didn't go for a full hide because I thought that's gonna be a lot of bags out of the same thing. And I like variety, so I decided not to do that. So this is what this is called. It's a full grain hide. So I would definitely recommend that. Okay, now, this is another one that I got. Now, I cannot tell you, I wish you could feel this. It is so soft. It is a cowhide, but they call it a deer tanned hide. And if you're familiar at all with cow versus deer, deer is a immensely soft, very soft and pliable skin. So somehow they incorporated that feel into this cowhide. Again, amazing at how soft this is. It is just, it almost feels like butter. I mean, it's really beautiful. And it is a large hide. It is, let's see if it's got, yeah, right here. 21 square feet. So I'm gonna kind of put the camera down again so you can see maybe how big this is. And hopefully that gives you some idea. And you can see the drape on this hide too from here. I mean, look at how that falls. That's kind of what I was looking for. I was looking for something that had a lot of drape that I was able to squish, for lack of a better word. Okay, so that's called a deer tanned cowhide. Now the last two hides I got are upholstery weight hides. And you would think that upholstery weight wouldn't be the right weight, but they have a very soft hand. They kind of remind me of that full grain side. They're not as soft as the deer tanned hide. They are soft, but they're just not, they don't have that buttery feel. This one here is a kind of a forest green kind of color. Get my light, if you can see that. It is, it's down here. It is 28.1 square feet. These were, I forgot to tell you that deer tanned hide was somewhere like 110, and same thing with this. This was right around 110. And it's about the same size as that deer hide. I mean, it is just, it's huge. And it goes all this. And of course, leather does not have any grain, which means when you put your pattern pieces on, they don't necessarily have to go in the same direction when you're dealing with a leather like this. So that is they call this color hunter green, and it's called the Ravello side. It's a 3 ounce. Let me show you the sticker. Okay. And the last one I got is the same thing. It's called an upholstery weight hide. And this is what I considered a camel collar. It is 21.3 square feet. And the color is called New Cognac. New Cognac. Here's the sticker. New Cognac. Okay. And this is how big it is. So the feel of these hides, as far as the weight, it kind of feels like a faux leather from Bodio. Just, it's got a little more substance to it, but a softer hand, if that makes any sense at all. I know that's kind of a contradictory of descriptions there, but that's kind of what it feels like. So anyway, I hope that helps. If you want to order from Tandy online, hopefully that helps point you in the right direction as to what you're looking for. And until next time, happy sewing. One more thing I almost forgot. Snake skin. This is amazing. It almost feels like you could rip it. It is so thin. I never would have thought snakeskin would have been this thin. See that? They had this, which was a satin finish, if lack of a, I don't really know what you call it. And then they had kind of this shiny. Isn't that wild? These are $3.99 each. And I couldn't not get it. I had to try it. So here's my thought. Is I'm going to put these down on this hunter green leather just so you can see. I think this would be an unbelievably sharp bag. All right, I'm going to move you down. Oh, the light's a little. So this one here, you can't really see the light shining because it's so shiny. But I'm telling you, it is stunning because these have some black in them. And I really do think that, you know, having this up the middle of a bag or the middle of a flap would be really beautiful. So, and that would be genuine leather hide, genuine cow, and then genuine snake skin. So again, for $3.99, I couldn't help but to get a few of them just to play with and see, and if it doesn't work out, well, that's okay, but I thought it was really interesting. So now, until next time, happy sewing!